Hello, West Nile TV community. A very good evening to you. And here we are once again for the Real Talk Show that runs to you every Saturday from the hour of 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And today we are tackling a topic about ICT, and we are going to see and evaluate and talk about the power of ICT in various sectors. My name is Aita Sophie, your host for the evening, and I have two gentlemen with me today. I want to start from my left. Please introduce yourself to us.
My name is Papa Laban Amazo. I work with the UCU as a data officer, though I also do internal teaching. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Laban, for that introduction. Let's get to my right.
Hi viewers, my name is Ayotre Geoffrey, a technology officer at Moni University Business Incubation Center. Glad to be here.
All right, now that you have heard, we have seen a lot of transformations through ICT. Even right now, you are able to view us on the TV or on the YouTube platform or any other socials, and on West Nile TV. Channel 477 on Star Times, and channel 0073 on Zuku Satellite. And we are saying Azam TV, here we come. And you will catch us live on channel 369. All this is the power of ICT coming to you there. Now you have seen even in the hospitals, in the churches, talking of the hospitals, we're talking about the CT scan and various other things that take place there in the health sector that involve ICT. We will talk about it in depth. And then also at schools, a lot of things going on concerning the ICT, which is information communication technology. And even in the churches these days, we see most churches are online. We are able to view them. Talking also consists of artificial intelligence, telecommunication, and computer engineering, and all sorts of things that you know. And best of all, we are going to help you to get your business that you have from zero engaged with it, with your customers through ICT. Now, let me pose this first question. How has ICT enabled innovation in the various industries?
Thank you, Sophie, for hosting us here to talk about this very important program to our communities in West Nile. As we all know that ICT is impacting every day, our daily lives is affected by ICT, and ICT is trying to drive our daily life, our communications, how we talk, how we relate, how we do work in offices. Everywhere we do, ICT has gone everywhere. In our communities, even in churches, just like you said, in the mosques, in the health care, in schools, in the education generally, in entertainment, in finances, like talking about banking. ICT has gone everywhere, and it has impacted us, and it is driving a lot of change there. ICT is more than just talking about computers and maybe smartphones, but more of digital transformations. And I wish to tell our viewers that ICT has impact in all these areas, and it has benefits in all these areas, which we are going to have in this discussion tonight. And thank you.
All right, that's just the overview. We are looking forward to bigger and much and deeper things concerning this ICT. Now, thank you, Laban, for giving us the overview of industries and the benefits, how ICT has helped in the innovation or in those various industries. Now, we want even to go deeper. How has ICT benefited in transforming these industries?
Yes, basically I would request my brother to talk about some of these industries.
You can add more on that, and then also tackle the question.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, viewers out there. In the first place, I want to really appreciate West Nile TV for giving us this platform to talk to our people about the various transformations brought in by ICT and technology at hand. we look at what has ICT done in most of these industries, as elaborated by my brother, ICT cuts across very many sectors, industries, looking at finance, looking at education, looking at healthcare, looking at the media industry. So ICT has really done a lot. For example, if we look at what ICT has done in healthcare, let's start from there. In healthcare, as Sophie was saying, these days CT scans are done. A lot of technology is being put there, but if we look at the real basics of what ICT is doing, these days we have improved record management systems in these hospitals that has enhanced record management in these hospitals. Accurate data storage is being, decision-making processes are being simplified for the data processors, data officers in these hospitals. And then also like handling patients, in and out patient management records. You find everything is outdated, and there are so many technologies that are coming out to help especially patients on how to get information, medical related information online. Talk about telemedicine, where somebody is able to like get information or get medication simply by going online, and you try to access some things. There are so many technologies that are coming out, especially like there are those coming out to give information to expectant and aspiring mothers, to get information like if you have conceived, what kind of information do you need to do, what care do you need to take for your baby, until they walk you until the 9-month journey, until you deliver, and then also post-delivery services. These days, people are able to buy things online, especially these baby-related products. And even all other goods. And all other goods. Yes. So ICT has really, online shopping companies. So ICT has really done a lot in this. And then also, if we look at the business fraternity, these days our businesses are transformed. Businesses are getting to the climax of using technology. These days you rarely see these cash sale receipts. Receipts are generated digitally through these POS systems, point of sale systems. And then also record management, how you track your inventory, how you track your sales, how you track your client base. All right. Can you, now that you have brought in business, I would really love you to go deeper into this, how ICT has helped in engaging the customer care services in these most of the small scale businesses, and also enhance how it has enhanced economic growth in these small scale businesses. This is because many people, especially in Arua and West Nile, have these small scale businesses, and I think this is going to be very beneficial for them. Yes. Looking at our small scale businesses within Arua and West Nile, there are really those businesses that are trying so much to embrace technology, and it has so much helped them. One, especially in knowing who my customer is. So most of these businesses have like those where they keep their, like these simple computers, even these smartphones that we have. You're able to know who is my buyer for my product. And then at the end of the day, you track them. And then automating these business systems for our small-scale industries and the businesses. For example, if you take our businesses in West Nile, you will realize that these point-of-sales machines, they are planted all over in these businesses. So it is really transforming businesses and increasing their customer base. That's what I could say. Transforming businesses and increasing. Thusly, ICT has helped. And also advertising their products. Yes. That's what I was coming to. Advertising the products online, and a lot of customers, much as they can't come physically, they can be able to purchase the products through those adverts, and even the how they call the connections that they're online. Now, we will talk
about business much later on, but I want us to also shift to education. Now I will talk about e-learning and other aspects of education. To you, because you work in an education environment, because you're the data officer of Uganda Christian University, where learning takes place every day. So what is e-learning to start with?
Yeah, thank you, Sophie. E-learning is actually using technology to deliver content to our learners. You can use computers, you can put content online, and our learners can access these resources wherever they are, anytime they want. But generally, when we look at the benefits of ICT in education, e-learning has been a very big aspect for education of late, and right from COVID, we saw very many institutions tried to go online, and I'm proud of UCU because UCU championed e-learning actually when COVID was coming.
Yeah, sure.
You saw people were studying. I know you benefited as our own, so you benefited.
True. About that, I actually did my exams, the final exams online, and also graduated online.
Yes, yes, so that is the beauty of e-learning, and UCU actually championed it. But this time there are very many institutions, universities that have gone into e-learning. But I really want to say that e-learning is a very good platform where our learners have benefited a lot up to now. We continue to press it, and I wish to encourage that many other institutions can impact on e-learning, because e-learning, as a lecturer, if I'm to draw how e-learning works, right from a lecturer to a student, you need a system. Of course, we have Moodle that helps students do a lot. Lecturers or teachers do a lot of their work. You put up your content, you can teach online, you record classes.
Is that
there.
Moodle a kind of a site, or what is that?
Moodle actually, it is a tool inside e-learning.
Okay.
E-learning is bigger. It can be social media. Even they can be a WhatsApp. WhatsApp has a platform for teaching, but when we look at
basically
Moodle,
we just say e-learning is okay. If I try to get information online, that is already e-learning. So long as I am being educated.
As long as there is internet and you are trying to access this information from a server somewhere, that is already e-learning. But there are very many tools that we can use for e-learning. WhatsApp, Moodle is most used in universities, where universities can teach there. You put your content there, you create a lecture there. You can even record in Moodle. For students who miss, they come and they watch at a later time, which is an advantage. You can also mark. You grading actually generally. Lecturers can also do it from there. So e-learning has been a major benefit. But also going back, if you can allow me to talk about a benefit of ICT in healthcare that my brother had discussed.
Please,
I wanted to bring an example of how ICT has been a benefit in the health sector. Yes, he talked a lot, but a basic example would be monitoring patients' condition. Maybe you can have a wearable device, just like a wearable device on your hand. This one can monitor your temperature, this one can monitor your condition, and it is communicating to a doctor who is in a rural regional referral hospital, and for you are in Yumbe, but you have something. Doctor is able to see that this condition is going up without really not going there. Doctor can advise you, do this, take this medicine, maybe you need to do this exercise. So that is a benefit of ICT.
Okay.
Yes.
Now there is
even these digital vein detectors that assist these babies to detect their veins.
Yes.
Now, I also see something which is much common these days. When you go to these small clinics and you try to find out the price, perhaps of a medicine, they use a computer. I don't know how it works, but then it is from there that they are able to tell you.
Yes, yes, that is just record management. You know, prices are captured in a system.
Okay.
And when you come and you want a medicine, they may not really know every price, but even in supermarkets, it's there. Okay. Whatever you want, they can check, and it's just record. That is record management.
Point of sale system.
Sale system.
Point of sale system. That's a new one over there. Okay, I see we have talked a lot about the benefits of this ICT in these various industries. Now my question is, Are there some challenges that are there in this ICT? If yes, can we go into them so that we need to help people address these challenges in their various industries?
Yes, actually, there are a lot of challenges in ICT. I want to begin by saying ICT has been evolving from its earlier stages. We call it generations. Generations from the first to second to third to fourth. Right now, we might be in 10th generations there, where we are talking of Internet of Things, where we're talking of...
14th generation is coming next year.
14th generation,
Next year.
That's
an interesting one.
AI, I know we are going to dive into AI and we shall discuss more about AI,
yes,
robots, sure, which you mentioned. But in all these generations, there are challenges. It is a challenge that pushes another generation to come, either to solve a problem or to address a challenge that is within the system or within a generation. So that is generally, but commonly in ICT there are a lot of challenges. And going online, physically here, someone can even steal your smartphone, and that is already a challenge. So there are a lot of security challenges that we will discuss with my brother, but I would wish to categorize these challenges. Online, when we talk of online challenges, those are cyber security issues. But generally, there's also security where someone goes into your door and maybe breaks into your office and carries away your computers. That is already a challenge of ICT. So I request my brother to talk generally here, and then I will also come in cyber security.
All right, you're welcome to add more.
All right, thank you. When we look at challenges that come with ICT adoption, there are really so many challenges. The first and basic that we can look at is cost constraints.
Okay.
Because why we're looking at this is somebody out there is going to say, now, you're talking about ICT. Is there no money involved? Right? So when a business wants to maybe adopt use of technology, you have to cough in some money.
Yeah, sure.
And sometimes the cost of acquiring these gadgets, especially the computers, even the infrastructure itself, setting up the infrastructure, it's kind of costly. But of course, it will not discourage us. It's where the world is going. So small by small, we shall head there. But the cost side of it is there. And then also we look at, when we look at the software industry, for example, because these businesses, the health centers, the hospitals and so forth, in these computers are softwares that are installed. Sometimes the software is developed by another person that you don't know.
Okay.
Yours is just to go and buy and you come and use.
Obviously, yeah.
Right? Now, the question comes, has this person factored in what I want? Okay. So, for example, you are building something for record management, right? A software.
Okay.
But then I'm here with my hardware shop. Maybe I will need to add nails to the system, and the system has not tracked the nails and so forth. So it's all about like the developers, the gap between the developer and the user. That comes now with user testing constraints. Or of late we have seen systems that have been employed in these hospitals to training these healthcare providers, like the professionals. I mean, like somebody will say, if this was built like this, it would have eased my work. But then that was not factored in at the development process.
Okay.
So that's another challenge. Then another challenge we look at is regulatory issues. Technology adoption, especially in West Nile, is very low. Why? Because most of our tech leaders, the cost of registration, for example, with URSB, cost of getting building these softwares. For example, our own West Nile can talk of UCU, can talk at Moni University, can talk of IIU. We have brilliant ideas, brilliant minds coming from these institutions. But then, how do I take it to the commercial base.
Okay.
Is another problem because
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of, you have to cough money to get registered, certified.
Obviously, money is a very important aspect.
Patenting your things, copyrights.
It feels like right from the beginning to the end, money is going to be involved.
Money is going to be involved.
Okay, let's leave that at that. But after a break, I'm coming back to you and you finish your explanation. Right. This is West Nile TV Real Talk Show that runs to you on Saturdays from the hour of 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And today we are talking about the topic that is right here on your screen, the power of information and communication technology. Let's have a break and we'll bounce back shortly.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Vinicius Jr., Lamine Yamal, Antoine Griezmann. La Liga comes to Star Times.
A wild celebration!
The big stars, the tiki-taka football, Real Madrid and Barcelona live in your living room.
Real Madrid, a team of dreams!
Catch all 380 games live and in HD on Sports Premium, Channel 259 and Channel 246. Starting this August 15th. Subscribe to StarTimes Classic or Smart Bouquet at 36,000 Uganda shillings to enjoy the football experience affordably. StarTimes Football and limited passion.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Welcome back from that short break, and this is the Real Talk Show that runs on West Nile TV, channel 477 on StarTimes Uganda, and channel 0073 on Zuku Satellite. And very soon we will be on Azam TV. Very exciting news for West Nile TV over there. And we are talking about the power of ICT in today's Real Talk Show. I want to say welcome for the show. I have on my left Amazo Laban. He's the data officer for Uganda Christian University, and I have on my right Mr. Eyote Geoffrey, and he's the technology officer at Muni University Business Incubation. I had left off with you when you were talking about the challenges of ICT.
Yes.
I would love you to continue with that.
Yeah, viewers, welcome back for this after the short break. We were just looking at the challenges that come with adoption of ICT, and we had looked at quite some others, but I'll just add on some also. Another challenge we see with adoption of ICT as of now is limited training and awareness to our people. You realize somebody else there in Terego will not know what is happening in Arua. That's a digital divide now. So what if we had more of these training centers, awareness question sessions to these people that run around entire West Nile and entire Uganda? Okay. That will be something very interesting, because some people need training.
That's true.
Somebody is going to come, you want me to buy something online, then I'll ask you how should I proceed? But then if this person was given the training, it will just be like a walkover thing.
Yeah, very
I'll just
easy
come
for
and
them
buy.
to handle it.
Yes. And then also, these trainings about ICT, to me personally, could be even undertaken right from the grassroots, right from the secondary schools, even the primary schools.
Okay.
We need to make people aware of what is going on around technology. I'm happy that there is this, they call 21st century kids. You find a kid is using a computer, is using, that is quite interesting. So what if we encourage more of that?
Okay.
Even to our elderly people, to our business fraternity, to the health centers, because you're going to bring in this system in a health center for a nurse or for a doctor to use, but if he or she does not know how to use it, lives are being lost, right? This is somebody who is dealing with life. So this person needs that training. In the business sector, we need to organize these training sessions around technology, as in like record keeping, online marketing, and so forth.
True.
Because I may be bringing my cassava right from Maracha or Terego, I'm bringing it here. At the end of the day, it will not get rotten. Somebody has to buy.
Yeah.
But now that the ICT tools are there, this person comes with a phone. How should this person use this phone to get buyers to this cassava? That's another very interesting point.
Okay.
So we need to encourage a lot of these trainings for these people.
All right, let me get to Laban, whether you have a few things to add on, and then we move on.
Yes, Sophie, thank you. Adding on what my brother has just talked on, ICT has a lot of challenges, as we see, and I just want to add something on the digital divide he talked of. The digital divide, if I'm to divide it, define it, it looks at the gap in the knowledge we have on ICT. When you come to our region here, there are some people who extremely have the knowledge, and some people extremely don't have the knowledge. That's what we call digital divide. So when you bring in ICT, like we've seen challenge in e-learning, someone is in Yumbe and has never even touched the computer, or just for example, now you are saying this person to learn online, the person fails to even cope up, and it is a big challenge. Now comparing Uganda maybe with the countries like US, you may find in US now people are learning how to build robots. But for us in Uganda, we are still teaching computer literacy. So you see the gap is very wide. But also another major challenge is technological development. Technology is growing very fast. You find you want to learn this, another one has come. You want to go to this. Cloud computing, yesterday we were talking of artificial intelligence. This time we are talking of different things. Cloud computing, now Internet of Things. So things are coming up very fast. This is a challenge to cope up with. And yet for us, we are still down here. But my interest in challenges is about cybersecurity. Okay. As I said, cybersecurity looks at online threats now, online challenges that we face when it comes to the area of ICT. And here we look at data, we look at the information, we look at the systems that we are using online. And particularly when you go to finance, there is what we call phishing. Phishing is more of an online attack where someone pretends or someone disguises. Maybe I can pretend I'm Sophie, or I'm from MTN, and I call you, hello Sophie, I am from MTN, you have won this, or for you to get what you have won, you need to put, someone drives you into to revealing your credentials or your passwords. Or even online, there is unauthorized access. You find someone breaks. Recently, my friend was telling me they just took over 500 Ugandan shillings from his account online because he has been doing online transactions and not really realizing hackers had already hacked into his system. They had already stolen his password, and they were stealing his money, 100, 1,000. It looks small, right? But you find someone is busy stealing your money. After some time,
and it's really going to be a lot. After some time, because little by little it adds. Now, about this cyber security, it's like something that is affecting in this age a lot of things. Basically, let me talk about our churches and even the social media. I'm talking about West Nile now. We are having this challenge here. Just for example, I sometimes do live stream too, and there are these people who come in, especially when you're doing the church live stream, they come in and pretend as if they are viewing, like they're enjoying the worship, but then they get ways and take over your security system up to an extent, like if they really come in, you cannot be able to control it at that time. I don't know how they lock it, but then they start throwing unacceptable things just to disrupt the church session.
Yes, Sophie, now there are a lot of attacks there. There is a denial of service attacks. Denial of service attack is when you're online and maybe you're running something online. Basically in business, people are buying from you, like Jumia. People are buying online from you. You find an attacker can sit somewhere, arrange some computers, we normally call them zombies, a network of computers, and they flood the network. They are making the network busy, and people who really want to buy cannot even access your site. You see business is going down. That is a major challenge. That is denial of service attack. But also there is what we call ransomware attack. This is where a malicious software is designed and it encrypts. It takes control of your live stream there. It takes control of your live stream. They keep on telling you, if you want us to release your site, pay us this money.
Exactly.
You see, that is ransomware attack. So just like stealing someone, kidnapping someone, and they say, if you want us to release this person,
you have to pay a certain amount of money.
But you are not sure whether when you pay the money, the person will be released alive or dead. That is also there in online systems. That is basically cyber security. So
how about this social media hacking? I think that's also part of it, right?
I want to, particularly on social media, attacks have been so rampant. You just find they sent a link, maybe Museveni awards, 7 birthday awards, MTN rewards, 500 GB free data.
I think I've even received it today.
All those things, those are
job offers.
Those are people who are like who know the technology, who have advanced system. Maybe it can be me, it can be my brother here, or someone. I'm not saying we're hackers anyway, but there is also ethical hacking. You find someone sits somewhere and develops a system and wants data from you, wants information from you, or wants to know what you're doing with your banking with your bank, maybe how your transactions are. So someone develops this link and says, I'm UNHCR, we are recruiting people. You find they sent these links to multiple people. So if you do a mistake to click on that link, automatically you have joined them, they have read your passwords, they've read a lot of information about you. So it is very easy for them to take control. You find it kicks out some people from their WhatsApp pages. Now it is someone managing your data, your information, and you find someone can even send wrong information, can abuse government on your behalf, and they arrest you.
Yes,
you see, that is a very big challenge. If you would allow me to advise someone who is using WhatsApp and has that challenge,
yes.
Mostly the best way is just to not click on those links. And if you don't click on those links, nothing will happen to you. But if you really want to be sure that whether these links are genuine, I would advise just go to a website, maybe go to a browser and check for, if it is UNHCR, check for UNHCR link and see how the link looks. And in links, in a deeper security, there is what we call website security, HTTPS. Normally in the address bar, the first thing that appears, HTTPS. If you pay attention to that thing, there is where one will end with S, HTTPS. Okay. That is a secure website. But there is one that just ends HTTP.
So
meaning
the
that one is not secure.
HTTPS.
HTTPS.
Okay.
So that S is for security. You find in other websites they put a padlock and they put some red line, meaning that one is not safe. So if you go there, you can go to a wrong site, and once you go to a wrong site, someone has taken control of your computer, someone is reading your bank transactions, and you find from nowhere someone is calling you. Maybe I'm from DFCU Bank,
and your account is being, a lot of money is being withdrawn.
A lot of money, and we want you to give this information. And once you do that like this, you know, the challenge we have is most times we think we are more safer online than physically. But I really want to say that completely it is wrong. You find people put a lot of their security information about them online, their profile.
True. For
them, they think they're safe there, but actually it is a big risk. It is a big risk than when you go physically, because of the online cyber security. There are a lot of online securities, but when we talk of cyber security, this looks at developing systems that can help keep you safe. That can, if you can allow me.
Okay. It's well, I was actually coming next to, now how do we help people protect themselves?
Yes, it is very key. Tackling at unauthorized access. There are many other basic features people can use. Even your door, locking your door is a security measure.
Okay.
When you lock your door to your office, it is a security measure. Then when you set a password for those are physical ones. When you set a password for your computer, that is for someone to log in. It needs some authentication. But sometimes putting a password alone may not be enough. There is something what we call two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication. It asks for several credentials to log in. Maybe your password, you put that one. It needs a code for you to log in, maybe a one code, another code. Maybe someone who, the other challenge we didn't talk about is social engineering. This is where, Sophie, I pretend to be your friend, and I come to your office because you are the bank, maybe you are the teller, you are the manager, or you are the one managing systems, or you are the one uploading people's results, basically for us in UCU. Then I come to you and I pretend you're my friend. I want to buy for you something. I want to take you out. Once I get to hold you, I have my agenda. And maybe I can say, I bought for this thing. Can you first get it? And then you can leave your things open. I take advantage of that. Then I start controlling your system. That is social engineering. It's just done by close friends, and we disguise as friends. And from nowhere you find I've taken control, I've done something.
No one is safe.
So it is very difficult. So coming back to the question of what can really be done, there is a lot we can do, ranging from physical security measures to online security measures. Coming to physical ones, just like I said, you can begin by putting fans, you can put padlocks, you can come into the computer or server room, you can lock all those doors, you can put your servers if you're like a system admin, maybe
but
managing.
then how do you protect the data online?
Now going to online, online has a lot of ways of protection, much as like I said, multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication is just using several measures to ensure that your data online is safe, and also avoid clicking links anyhowly. When you're going to a website, and you know, we do a lot of like internet has a lot of websites up there. So when you talk about clicking those links, you find you may not know the link where you are clicking in. It will link you into maybe into a wrong site, or like public Wi-Fi's. come in there, but
yes.
When we talk about public Wi-Fi's, you know, we like free things a lot. You come to town and you find there's a free network. Normally when I'm going home around Berry there, I see guys gathered there to enjoy free Wi-Fi. Or you come to town and you see there's a drum, you see there's a free Wi-Fi, you just jump in there. Maybe you want to do banking and you jump into a free network. You are completely killing yourself. A free Wi-Fi is always not free. You don't know who has set that network.
True.
For what, to capture what. So if you log in there, I would just want to say the best way to be safe is if you have your phone, buy data on your phone and connect using a hotspot. At least there you are safe. That is your network. That one in networks, we call it just a personal area network. There are a lot of types of networks. There's a local area, there is a wide area, there is a metropolitan, now campus area. Metropolitans can be like cities here. So you come to Arua city here, you find they have put a free Wi-Fi for citizens here. Then because you like free things, you can better watch YouTube. You watch it and you leave it there. But also I want to tell you that any slight thing you do on internet, someone somewhere is watching it. At campus there, we normally watch our students when they go to YouTube. You see the sites they access. You even know who is using much data, who is using less data. Sometimes our system admin blocks them and they start complaining, my thing is not logging. Meaning someone is watching you somewhere.
Yeah.
But coming to public Wi-Fi's, I would request the public to be careful, especially when you have a lot of online transactions, maybe business, in banking sector. When you go there, know that the network you're going to log into is a public one. Anyone is there. Hackers are there. As ICT grows, Sophie, I want to tell you that every day the knowledge of hackers is growing. Now,
I want us to talk about this real, like you talked about them taking control, the hackers taking control of your security, probably of your links and so on. So, if that happens, what should I do?
Now, when your network is hacked, when your system is hacked, there are a lot of measures. Yeah, you can engage with them. Once it is breached, you know, before actually you must be security conscious when you are dealing with internet. You need to do a lot of backup. You need to back up your data. Keep your data somewhere. The data must be at least in a different maybe servers or repositories, so that when they attack this system, at least you have a backup somewhere. Trust me, when a ransom attacker or a hacker gets your system and is demanding you to pay, maybe has locked your computer and is saying, if you want me to release your data, pay me this money. But by the time that money is going to release, there is no data. So backup is very key. We have antiviruses for just basic things. You need to buy. You know, most challenge people have is I really want to advise that those who go to online site and you just download SmartDAF and you download Kaspersky, it's free. They say it's free antivirus. Then you log into a website and you say SmartDAF, you download. Many people come to me and say, can you install for me SmartDAF on my computer? And I tell them, no, I'm not installing it. Because that SmartDAF, that is put online, that is said to be free. How sure are you that it is free? Yes, it is advisable you can put an antivirus, but let it be authentic. You buy and once you start paying for an antivirus, you pay continuously, because once you pay a license and it expires, trust me, that antivirus will now become a virus, because the time you paid for it has elapsed, and you are not paying it again. You just know it will misbehave. So we can, I know my brother will add, but I want to emphasize on data backups. I want to emphasize on secure multi-factor authentications using very many passwords. Maybe you can use, in UC we use 2-factor for managing a system, our results management system. You put your password. I can cram your password, yes, but what about the code? The code expires after 30 seconds. So if I'm in somewhere and you want to log in, you have to call me to give you the code. So I'll ask, who are you? What do you want to do? You want to change marks? Do you want to do what? So if I give you the code, meaning I have trusted you. So you can use multi-factor, and when you're buying an antivirus, it must be from a true source. Avoid these things of you go to town and put for me an antivirus and you don't know where this person is getting the antivirus, whether it's paid or not. So our community here, let us desist from some of those community those behaviors.
Turning to my brother Geoffrey here, do you have more to add?
Yeah, I know he has elaborated a lot of things. I just want to sound as an advice to our people out there, especially about these social media kind of inconveniences that are coming up. Just this week alone, I encountered a lot of them through other people. Somebody calls you, don't call my other number because it has been hacked. But then the question is, we know, I just want to tell our people out there, we know the economy is hard, right? So you see a message that comes like, as he said, MTN is giving something, click there. By the time you click there, trust me, you're going to go through a lot of processes. Sometimes you even get frustrated along the way, feeling very many things. And then at the end of the day, they said, for you to get this money, share this to so many other people, so many other groups. Where will you get that time? Where will you get those friends? At the end of the day, you don't get the money, but your data is gone. Somebody is using that your message to do something somewhere else. At the end of the day, it's you who is losing. So we know the economy is hard. Please, if it is saying 100,000, let's try to work hard and achieve that 100,000. Even if it takes you 2 weeks to get 100,000, please let's just accept.
Now festive season is soon, and we're going to start seeing links that government is giving free money for Christmas, and because
500 GB free,
because it was rampant during the Independence Day. Something came up that Museveni was giving free money for independence. Since when?
Museveni birthday.
Since it's a rainy, since it is rainy season, let's just go and dig and we get that money for Christmas.
Even me personally, when I was in Yumbe, someone called me and he pretended to be from UNHCR. But there is a job for me here, and these are the things I need. I just need to pay 800. In fact, he told me to pay 1.5. This job is a sword, and for me at least, I'm informed, and then I try to, you know, it is very easy to scare those people. When you tell them police, they run away. So it is a bit, let us avoid the being desperate.
You know, a lot of these calls are coming in, and let me also advise people who are operating mobile money. At least, let's say, okay, my sister operates mobile money, she has a card, but she decided to divert those phones, actually the calls that would come on the mobile money number to her phone. At least she receives at least 2 calls in a week. Telling them that
of the thieves of
yes, that MTN wants this, we need this to be changed, and just all that. But the motive is to con her for money.
And you know, Sophie, people ask, but who are these people? Who are these, who creates these fake links? Who are these ones calling us to be from MTN? And yes, those people are there. As I said, people, they want to survive in a very dubious ways. But even you find some people within the systems, they do these things. They just call you. Just the other time, just my real friend, I was with him, we were just staying, and from nowhere someone was just engaging him on a message, put this, without, he just, from nowhere, he realized he had 100,000.
It was already gone.
It was gone, and by the time he was, I didn't know that he was on phone.
We're just saying that let's be careful.
And then you start yawning after your money is gone.
It is
yeah,
so much outside there.
It is real, it's very rampant, but then we just ought to be careful of whatever we're doing.
True.
Now we're going for another break. This is Real Talk Show at West Nile TV, channel 477 on Star Times and channel 0073 on Zuku Satellite, and catch us live broadcasting on our YouTube channel. Let's get back shortly after the break.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region. Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Lamine Yamal, Antoine Griezmann. La Liga comes to Star Times.
A wild celebration!
The big stars, the tiki-taka football, Real Madrid and Barcelona live in your living room.
Real Madrid, a team of dreams!
Catch all 380 games live and in HD on Sports Premium, Channel 259 and Channel 246. Starting this August 15th. Subscribe to StarTimes Classic or Smart Bouquet at 36,000 Uganda shillings to enjoy the football experience affordably. StarTimes Football and limited passion.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
All right, West Nile TV community, welcome back from that break, and we are continuing with this topic on your screen, the power of information and communication technology, ICT. We have already tackled a lot with Laban Emazu and Geoffrey Ayotre over there, and a lot of things have been going on. Actually, if you're just joining us, I want to welcome you, because you have already missed a lot, but you can always go back to rewatch, no problem. But then going on, you'll have to follow with us. And we broke off when we were actually talking about the cybersecurity, but now I want to divert it actually to the small scale enterprises that we have. People who are selling chapati, people who are selling cassava, people who are selling potatoes, a lot of things, even frying mandazis, people who are selling anyoya. How can you be able to get your customers online and grow your business? There are a lot of businesses that have started from, actually I can use the word from nowhere, if not offensive, but through this online presence and engagement, they have boomed and gotten a lot of customers. Now, I'll come to you later on, but then I first want to finish with Laban over here. Can you enlighten us about this and help us?
Yes, Sophie, thank you, and our viewers, we thank you for being part of this show. When we talk about digital marketing, it is an area I really like so much, and I always encourage at university. I also do teach it as a course unit, digital marketing and ICT entrepreneurship. Before I come to the small businesses, when we talk about digital marketing and maybe ICT entrepreneurship, this one looks basically at, IT is growing very fast, and we are having young youths who have knowledge on how to develop. Someone can develop an app, but how can this app be relevant to our society of today has been a very big challenge also in ICT. You find during COVID time, someone hired us to develop a virtual class. I was the team leader, and we worked, and we developed this system very well. But how can this system now go to market was a problem. Up to now, the system has remained unutilized. So it is very good to do digital marketing and ICT entrepreneurship for us to know, for our ICT entrepreneurs. But coming down to digital marketing for small businesses, I want to give an example with me myself. For me, I'm a popcorn maker. I make popcorns, and I have a machine for making popcorns. And I started this business when I finished my bachelor's here in Muni University. I went to Yumbe, and I started frying using a saucepan, and I went and I bought the machine. So what I realized was, what if I just take a photo of a popcorn, and if you see my phone screensaver, it is a popcorn. That is marketing. So when you see my screensaver, you see popcorn, then you already have a communication. But what I did by that time was, I just took a photo and I put on my status. Up to 100 people, maybe 80 people, even 10 people in a day can view your status. So if you put a status and maybe 20 people have viewed, then you have communicated to those 20 people that yes, for me, I am a popcorn seller. I put my machine on a pilgrim church, and that's where I was located. And people, when choirs come, they buy. When people come for prayers, they buy. Someone gets to know. So you see what digital marketing can do for small businesses. So in Arua, you might be selling chapati, and you have friends that they can buy your chapati. Maybe they are in Odia, you are in city here, someone is in Pajuru, then maybe someone is having a birthday. For me, I've put it on my status, and someone says, can you make for me popcorn for my birthday? People like those things.
Yeah, sure.
Someone has just seen it on my status and is saying, make for me. Then I can deliver there. Basically, I'm just talking about connections. You see, it can link you to the market. So digital marketing is just all about using the available technology, the online presence that we have within us, that ICT has helped us. Maybe your website, you can develop a website to put your business there. If you're doing a medium scaled one, maybe you have a shop, you have a supermarket, you can develop a website for your supermarket. People can see what you offer. Even some people can go up to buying from there. That is the e-commerce. There is e-commerce, there is e-business. E-business is more general of anything you do. Maybe you are advertising, you can even advertise your university, you can advertise even West Nile TV.
Yeah,
we have a website for it. But when we talk of e-commerce, now it involves the financial bit, where someone can be engaged in financial transactions. Maybe you can buy. A typical example is Jumia. You know me, I buy a lot from Jumia. Buy laptops. It's good to buy from there, but also sometimes what you buy may not be what you see
ordered,
there.
There is this talk like what I ordered and what I got.
So those are challenges, but also it reduces a lot of prices. You know, it is very cheap when you actually buy from Jumia. Instead of traveling up to Kampala to buy from their shops, they bring for you here and they save you a lot. But for our small businesses here, what can you do? Can you put that chapati you are selling on your WhatsApp and you say...
Yeah, we have a lot of sites these days, even WhatsApp.
WhatsApp is
Facebook,
there, Facebook
TikTok,
is there, TikTok is there. Can you make a video of your, just a clip of your business and you put it on TikTok?
Yeah.
People watch and you tell them where you are and how they can reach you. You know, business is all about where are you and how can people locate you. Can you give for them? Can they come to you? So you find you're connecting to people, and digital marketing can help you get feedback. There is a lot that goes into digital marketing. You can use those social media platforms. You can use emails. You know, sometimes some of these links we click, they grab our emails, and you just find from nowhere they have sent for you email.
Yeah.
Now you wonder where has someone gotten your email. So you find they start to tell you, we have this, maybe do this online course. They start to send you those mails. Those are digital marketing channels that we can use.
All right. Thank you so much, Laban, for advising us on that. Otherwise, it is very, very important for our small-scale businesses. Now, I want to divert to something else. I want us to talk about artificial intelligence that we call AI.
Okay.
Previously, we had mentioned about the robots that is actually a combination of how they call telecommunication, even computer engineering and artificial intelligence and all that. But then artificial intelligence, as in itself, we have these days the phones that we have something called Siri. You communicate to Siri and Siri talks back to you. We have ChatGPT. That can actually think for you.
Actually, that students are surviving on assignments.
You just type it there and it gives for you everything that we need, you need. And I want to know, how has AI impacted our daily lives today?
Okay.
So maybe I can start and then he will come in a bit.
Okay, if you can give an overview, then he'll come in.
He will come in for more. Also virtual reality, you know, those ones are all under AI. But when we talk of AI, the one you call artificial intelligence, this looks at the ability of a computer to think like a human being, to do things like human beings do, to learn things, you know, we learn daily. So this is where now someone develops a system, that thing you call the robot, then to think like human beings, to do things like human beings. You know, robots are becoming common. There is a common say that actually there is a fear among people that robots may take away our jobs. But before I go deep down into that, I wanted to ask all of us here, if we were to buy, if there are to be plenty of robots in a city here, and so if you were to go to town and buy a robot, which one would you buy?
Okay, I would want a robot that can probably cook for me and do for me house chores. And then this would sound stupid, but I would want some post. I saw it just some days ago that someone was creating a robot that can carry babies
Okay.
For you, like you and your
Yeah,
husband,
sure.
the baby grows there.
Yeah, true.
And the childbirth is something I used to fear so much. So I told that friend, this is what I would go for, but that is a joke.
Okay, let me ask Moses. Moses, which robot would you buy? And just now, maybe if the robot is there in city, and there are a lot of robots.
Wow, like if I'm to buy a robot within a robot, if it were there, if they were there.
To solve a problem for you.
To solve a problem for me.
Okay. Would you go for a robot that can think for you?
Right, of course, there are robots that can think for you, advise you, and tell you things, right? You can interact with. So, like there is this, there was this one where I don't know whether you all came across it, that a robot was invented in form of a woman. Like
a wife.
A wife.
Yes, that one also came and it was very viral.
That's the one I would actually love.
All right. Okay, let's talk so much.
They welcome you.
Let's talk about this robot and AI thing. How has it impacted us in the daily life?
Right. When we talk about AI, artificial intelligence has really impacted our daily lives a lot. It has improved things a lot. To start with, in our schools, in our offices, life has been simplified. I don't know if also to some extent it's also taking a lot of our thinking abilities, because somebody doesn't want to waste time to think. Somebody goes to ChatGPT. There are some people who even ask their own names in ChatGPT.
Yes.
So you just type something there, it generates for you content. Which content you're supposed to just now summarize and see if it fits your own, and then you make use of it.
Okay.
Yes, and then also in our hospitals and so forth, decision making, like building those artificial intelligence modules that help in decision making processes, like they understand patient's information. They keep learning. You build models that keep learning from information that is being fed into the system every day. By the end of the day, this system is able to generate for you reports that you don't hassle a lot. You already see reports being generated. You see decisions are being made. This system even understands like a patient more than the doctor because of the data that it has been understanding. Yeah.
Now we have talked so much. We just had a hilarious moment here about robots that can cook, robots that can carry babies, that can act as women for you, that can think for you, and so on. My question to you, you just also mentioned that at the hospital there are these AI, artificial intelligent things that can think and understand the patient more than the doctor. Can robots or can this AI be a replacement for human mind?
Well, I don't want to believe that, because a robot can never replace my mind, but it aids my work, right? So the way I think and the way the robot thinks, yes, it might think more than me, but it shouldn't replace my mind.
Okay.
I'm natural.
Sophie, now I really just want to come in here a bit.
Okay.
But before I come in, the question I asked which robot you would buy was because of the benefits they do. Actually, for me, my thinking was like yours. For me, I would buy a robot that can cook for me food.
Okay.
But Sophie, now imagine buying a robot that can dig for us. Can't it solve for us a problem in West Nile?
I see you're
because
laziness.
For me, I'm a farmer, but we have there is plenty of land in West Nile here. But if technology grows up and you buy one robot, I buy one robot, Moses buy one robot, and maybe all our viewers they buy, and everyone has a robot at home that can dig. You find it can solve a problem. Why there is a development in technology is to solve a problem. So robots are very beneficial to us indeed. I mean the AI generally, just like he had said, AI has whether we like it or not, it's a touching everywhere, and it is going to affect us. It may even affect your job, but we are not saying AI is going to take away people's job, but also that is the fact. If you're not prepared, if you don't know how to use a robot, you find you're replaced.
the truth is, with the way these things are made, they actually think more than an average human. You really have to be an intellectual to beat these things up.
They keep learning every
You know
day,
what
even
makes
from
them,
you.
what makes them better is they are trained to think fast, and in the definition I said these are systems built to mimic human thinking, like to think like human beings. But you know, they can be supported to think more and to do like just like a computer. Computer can be versatile than us, and yet it is us who it is a human being who has developed a computer.
Yes. Now I'd ask a question. Can it take over our human minds? Can it work for us? You just talked about a robot that can dig, and I heard Geoffrey saying that is laziness. So we're having contradictory opinions here. What do you believe? This aspect of robot coming in, is it a positive thing, or it is something that we have to work towards? Like if a robot thinks, AI thinks to this standard, now I have to get more than this, or do we just have to relax and allow the AI do things for us?
Well, I think it's AI coming because these things are made to solve real world problems.
Okay.
Problems that even us as humans could not solve as such. So the power of artificial intelligence, I don't want to say that it will replace humans and so forth, but they are very important for us. They will come, even if it is the robots, it will come in to solve a problem alongside you as the human.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will be working, it will be working. At the end of the day, everything is working. You're all working for a common goal. Yeah. So
how have the robots been able to change the workforce in our industries, in the various industries like the health, the education? Laban just mentioned that it's easy for them to take over our jobs, right?
Now, Sophie,
I wanted to talk first to Geoffrey, then you will come later.
It's okay.
Yes. I have a strong feeling and belief that artificial intelligence, its coming, is very, very important for us.
Okay.
Not that they are coming to replace our people, but of course if you're lazy,
they can
if you don't up your games, you see, people learn every day. You have to up your games.
Yeah.
So if you want to be redundant down there when something is taking place, at the end of the day, your boss will come and see the robot working more than you at the reception and will say, now if the robot can welcome people, ship documents to office, why do I need you here? Right? So what does that tell you? You need to up your game.
True.
So that tomorrow if the robot is coming to the reception, maybe you are transferred to another office.
It's very important for us to up our games. I totally agree with that. We also have to, don't just now allow this AI to do everything for you.
Yes.
Much as the robots haven't come here, but we have the ChatGPT that is on the internet, and you can just go there, you search everything, and you just copy and paste.
You know, Sophie, now I like the discussion, but I may contradict a bit.
All right.
To be honest, if AI can solve our problem, let us use it. If AI can cook for us, then why should we say AI should not cook and we should be the one? Technology, just like he said, is developed to solve a problem. If it can solve our problem of, you realize with the time, AI can be even a presenter in a TV. Now, Sophie, do you need to be here at night? You can leave a robot here to do for you night programs. But generally, AI is supporting us a lot. Yes, it has that question has been there. Is AI coming to take our jobs? When people hear about AI, they just think my job is gone.
Yeah.
They look at what they do. Like I'm a teacher, and AI can stand and teach. Yes, AI can stand and teach. If AI can teach better than you, why should you be there? Let AI teach.
Now, my question is, there are few people who have the mind to create these AIs.
Yes.
Now, for the rest of us, what shall we be doing?
You know, as AI comes in, AIs are managed by us. we need just like he said, we need to up our game, but also we need to grow with technology, right? Grow with technology. Technology also brings a lot of, there is a vast opportunity in AI. These AIs, they need people to, instead of you sitting here to do a TV show, you can be managing AI from the other side. For AI to think, you can control AI. They are not human beings. They don't have that sense. You know, most times we say cars don't have life. They are driven by someone, meaning you're going to control this AI from somewhere, but AI really helps us a lot. There is automation that comes as a benefit. By the way, they even help in security. Security, they improve security. They save costs. To me, I basically support the development of these AIs, the robots and whatever technology that is coming. You know, when we talk of AI, there is a lot that goes into AI. There is machine learning, there is deep learning, there is Viera, which I will request, which
from here we're going there next,
which he will handle on. But all these AIs, they support us a lot in our daily thing. You know, these things look very far for us because of what we had discussed earlier, digital divide. We have a lot of gap, but if you go to some countries like US, you find some of these things are working. They are real. There is it is not fallacy. So you have to just find how to cope up with it. But as I said, all these things come to support us. They come to help us in the university. When it comes to e-learning, actual learning, you know, AI has helped a lot in research. By the way, a lot in research. It gives you knowledge. It is automation. But students, they also do AI a lot. Copy and paste. The copy and paste you talked of. You know, you give someone an assignment. This person waits when I'm also a student, and you know, you wait until maybe deadline 5 minutes to submit, and then you go to ChatGPT. You just copy, you paste there. You have not read, you have not
now
understood.
let's talk about this particular point that you have said. This person can copy and paste and get marks, and the university graduates this person.
Very good.
And how about when this particular person gets a job? Is it not a kind of promoting incompetence at work?
Yes, that is a challenge already. You see now with the AI, I personally of late have been thinking for UCU, how can we talk to our students so that they make use of these AIs, the ChatGPTs. Yes, they are right. They are good to support them in education, but you can't just copy and you paste and you say I have submitted my work. Of late I've been thinking, I myself, can we talk to the students? Then can we talk to the lecturers? There are also ways to detect. Actually, I personally has a way of detecting whether this work is copied from ChatGPT. I know there are some lecturers who know that, yes, there's Turnitin. Turnitin just keeps in checking plagiarism, but checking a work of ChatGPT, I would encourage, if you're a lecturer or you're a teacher somewhere and you find, the truth is students are using these things, and the way the students don't take time to read through their works, we find someone just goes to ChatGPT, maybe they have asked for what is the history of education, someone just goes, and AI can give you the work the way you want.
Yes.
And I really want to encourage the lecturers, if you're a lecturer, if you're a teacher, you're a tutor somewhere, we must cope up with some of these technologies. Sometimes our students are faster. They are faster in a way that they take advantage of these technologies when we are actually not aware. So let us up our game, just like my brother Moses said. Let us up our game and see how to support these students. Let us develop strategies that can help them use both the technology, the AI, then also build them up, build their knowledge up.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Laban, for that extensive elaboration about artificial intelligence. Now, let's have a break. After there, I'll come to you, Geoffrey, and then you will also elaborate about this briefly, and then we are going to talk about virtual realities and also ICT in the entertainment sector. You have been watching West Nile TV. In case you have just joined us, you're most welcome to The Real Talk Show on channel 477 on StarTimes Uganda and channel 0073 on Zuku Satellite. Let's get back shortly.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Lamine Yamal, Antoine Griezmann. La Liga comes to Star Times.
A wild celebration!
The big stars, the tiki-taka football, Real Madrid and Barcelona live in your living room.
Real Madrid, a team of dreams!
Catch all 380 games live and in HD on Sports Premium, Channel 259 and Channel 246. Starting this August 15th. Subscribe to StarTimes Classic or Smart Bouquet at 36,000 Uganda shillings to enjoy the football experience affordably. StarTimes Football and limited passion.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
interesting discussion going on here at West Nile TV in the Real Talk Show on channel 477 on StarTimes Uganda and channel 0073 on Zuku Satellite. And very soon we will be saying channel 369 on Azam TV. Now we are talking about the power of information and communication technology. We broke off when we were talking about artificial intelligence. Now, Mr. Laban had talked a lot about it. Now I want to come to you, Mr. Geoffrey. You can just elaborate briefly on what Laban talked, and I want us to venture into something else, that is virtual realities after that.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, our viewers out there. I just want to add something on what my brother Laban said about the use of ChatGPT. Yes, we have tools that can detect the percentage of how much you've used the artificial intelligence kind of ChatGPT kind of things.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. And then also Sophie asked a question. What does that mean to the employment industry? So my simple advice to the people, especially the students fraternity that use this ChatGPT kind of artificial intelligence generated content. We are paid tuition to go and learn. We have tools that can ease our learning. But then let's take into that perspective. If I come out of the university, for whom am I coming? You're coming to the community. You're coming to serve the community. So what if you just, at the campus, you're full-time in ChatGPT. You don't take time to understand the content. How will you help this person out here? What will be your value in the employment industry?
Exactly.
Assuming you're employed in an organization and you cannot do anything. Especially for us as the IT. Let's assume you are just doing your ChatGPT things and then somebody employs you as a systems admin.
You know, Chat can even write for you codes.
Yeah, it can write for you codes, but somebody is employing you as a systems admin. Simple database operations you cannot manage.
Yes.
This brings me to some example where that somebody was employed and was given an assignment at the job facility.
Okay.
But this person was raw, like didn't have the skills. Had to go into a toilet and call a colleague. First help me, how do I do this? You're getting instructions from a toilet to come and solve a real problem here in the office.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Prove that your work, prove that you went to school to learn, prove that you have the substance. And the only way you will prove that you have the substance is by also understanding this content.
Yeah, true.
Yes. So that is what I want to give to our people out there as an advice, because the community we're coming to serve needs us the most.
Actually, there are people who have made up their mind that they won't allow this AI or ChatGPT to do things for them because they want to think for themselves, and by saying that it kills the mind if you so much rely on it like that.
Yes.
So let's talk about virtual realities.
All right. Yes. When we talk about virtual realities, when we say virtual reality, something virtual, something you don't see, right? So it's just like a simulated environment, a simulated experience.
Okay.
Where you do something as if you're doing it in the real life.
Okay.
As if you're doing it yourself here physically. So, and virtual reality helps us a lot. We apply virtual reality in education, in gamings,
yeah, entertainment
and the media industry,
yeah.
healthcare, like in the education sector.
Okay.
There are these virtual labs. You have like a school will have students learn from a virtual library.
Yeah.
From a well-equipped, let me say something well-equipped, more than what you have.
Okay.
And the students are able to get that knowledge as if they are getting it from this school.
Yeah.
So that is really a lot. It helps our students a lot. And then also in the healthcare industry, there are those trainings that you do online, like the virtuals, to help a patient. Even these online consultations, virtual consultations.
Okay.
Somebody is able to, like, assuming, like, not even assuming, this happens in real life. In the theater, you're operating somebody, and then you get a complication somewhere. You're able to consult another doctor virtually somewhere, maybe from Mulago Hospital, but you're here in Arua. At the end of the day, you achieve the motive and you save a soul.
Okay. Yes. Now we have talked about these virtual realities in entertainment industry, in health sector, in education. Just a quick one. What has been the best virtual reality experience you've had?
The best virtual experience that I've ever had and liked is in 2 areas: education and health and healthcare.
Healthcare.
Yes, where you're able to have, like, I've personally done that. I also teach ICT in Ushindi Secondary School.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a school that's in the US. So you are able to interlink these people virtually, and they learn. You will find a student here in Arua is able to, like, demonstrate what he or she can put to somebody outside the country.
This is actually getting more interesting.
Yes.
Now, going to that sector of education and training, how has this changed and transformed or even bettered the education system?
One, it makes the learners think outside the box.
Okay.
Right? And one thing I love is with the current new curriculum that is coming, doing things hands-on. Like if a student goes to these virtual labs, is able to adopt something there, and you find something tangible here in a row. We have ever seen students building things that work in these schools within even a row here.
Yes, even I think a university developed a bus.
A bus,
like that,
yes. So these things, they work and they help us a lot. And then also to the offices and so forth, like, work gets done, like, in the shortest time possible.
Sophie,
okay, let's first get him to conclude and then you will come in.
Yes.
Have you finished?
Yeah, I think he can compliment.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to compliment on virtual reality. I honestly want to say that there is need for, particularly education department, to integrate virtual reality. I personally have an experience of this. I did a short course called Network Engineering with Cisco. They have a virtual software in which they allow you to do things like, it's a simulated environment, but it gives you real practice. If you want to connect this, it allows you to pick a printer, put it there, pick a device, put it there. That is the real virtual reality. And with the new curriculum that is coming, I wish to encourage that education institutions they integrate virtual reality in their learning. It is going to help students somewhere. There are a lot of benefits here in education. There can be collaboration. There can be feedback. There can be assessment. Maybe you have a virtual class in US, and then and the good thing with this technology is there is a provision for feedback. You are collaborating with the class in US, and you are allowed to give your feedback. They give you feedback. You talk back. There is a synchronous and then asynchronous. There is something like that in education. You know, I did education at some point. So synchronous and synchronous. There is a two-way of delivery of content. So virtual reality actually helps in this. This time, because of the new curriculum, they want actually when you allow students to go extra and discover knowledge for themselves, and virtual reality integration into our education actually can help our learners get a lot of knowledge. Getting things hand-on and getting to experience for yourself. Actually, that is the goal of the new curriculum that has been brought in the schools.
Yes, exactly.
Now, I want to talk about, to you, Geoffrey, about the virtual realities in relation to entertainment. Now there are a lot of people coming up with the aim of entertainment with various things. Let's talk of music, let's talk of videos, those who are both in front and behind the cameras. Let's talk of even their businesses that people have developed in the name of entertainment. So what is the future for virtual reality in relation to entertainment?
Well, actually, for the entertainment industry, virtual reality is playing a lot of roles.
Okay.
For example, we look at these live concerts. My friend Burna Boy is performing somewhere and I'm here dancing to his tunes in a row.
That's true.
We are here, West Nile TV is delivering for us good music, news. Somebody is able to get it in Kampala, right? Yeah. And then there are also these travels.
Okay.
Yeah, you're traveling like, and you're listening to something that is not within here. How interesting is that?
So, could we say, I don't know, could we say social media is part of virtual reality entertainment?
Social media in its content is social media.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
All
but
right.
however, it integrates also virtual reality components. Yes.
So how can my brother or my sister who is yet coming up in the entertainment industry fit in the virtual reality system and get to promote their entertainment?
You see now this all comes to what we had actually started with in the back. Training and creating that awareness early.
Okay.
You have to interest yourselves with the technologies that are coming. Technology keeps evolving and enhancing, making things better each and every day.
Okay.
So somebody should fit in and appreciate.
Okay, I'm asking this because I'm sorry to call them amateurs, but these new guys who are yet coming up, they may not know a lot of things. And now the big guys are already there, in the, they're already online in the entertainment sector. And there's something we call online harassment. So I really needed us to help them because it can kill somebody's vibe once the big fish steps on the toe of this one who is yet coming, and they can actually not feel like going there again and stuff like that.
Actually, to our new guys who are doing in the music industry, so many people have succeeded in the music industry. So you have to understand how has this person succeeded? What tools was this person using? And with the current trends, what tools can I use? For example, you see Burna Boy is well established. Like here in Uganda, you have like Chameleon and other people. They're well established. But you're here, you've just like put up like 1 or 2 songs into the air.
Okay.
So you have to like, what tools are these people using? What can I do? What tools can I start with? There is starting small and growing big. Okay. So what can I do to also reach there? So it's my advice to them is just to interest themselves with the various tools, VR tools that people are using to make things better every day.
Thank you so much. Do you have something to add?
Yes, thank you. When we talk about virtual reality, it is helping a lot, particularly to the question you asked in the area of entertainment. It is very easy to simulate. You can actually simulate, I'm not a popular secular artist, but a secular follower of those musics, but let's say Jose Chameleon, and or let's say TIG locally here, and you are a new artist in Yumbe down there, and you want to do like TIG. You can simulate the beat, the voice. This can give you training. This can build you up. By the time you go out and you find you very far. But also social media that we talked of, it is incorporated, embedded in these systems integrate a lot. Virtual reality, social media is there. Social media actually can uplift someone. Just take we used to get songs. We just used to listen to them from radio. But this time you find an artist gets up, maybe TAG creates what? A platform for TAG ministry.
Yes.
Someone who is added there gets all the songs of TAG. Is that not the benefit of WhatsApp?
It is.
Maybe you just create a TikTok video and about one of the latest songs you have, it goes viral. We have seen Hallelujah Challenge. We have seen
Hallelujah Challenge is still going on.
We see those things in that is what social media, technology, all these things I've been talking about are doing in our society today. And I encourage, if you're coming up in maybe in a music sector, the first thing, the truth is this time it is very hard to do something without to come up with a better thing without these innovations of ICT. If you want to start a school, how can I use ICT to better my game? If I want to start making chapati, even if I want to start a church, how can ICT help me? When I was in Yumba, I was advising the Reverend there, why can't we stream these churches live? It is just a matter of getting a camera, because that is like a pilgrim's church. People go there for sort a while, they are deep in the camps, and they are not attending services. What about if you just put a camera and you put it on YouTube? Someone is going to join and is enjoying service, is watching live.
Yeah, actually a lot of churches have gone live.
Yes,
yes.
Churches can impress those things.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can. And there is a question here that I will really need Laban to answer for us very quickly before you give in your final words. It is Zion Mark Eric who is asking a question that evening West Nile TV. I appreciate the two wisdom men in the room. That's kudos to you. What are universities doing to ensure that the local community